Out there on the major routes, the snow is certainly making for a trickier drive than usual, so you'll have to factor in some slippery conditions and a little bit of reduced visibility. Still have this eastbound 401 problem at Mavis, and in fact, as I say that, now they're pulling away. Eastbound 401 at Mavis, still a vehicle no longer blocking a lane. So as you travel through there, you'll still find a bit of a delay from approaching Mississauga Road. Should start to improve now that all lanes are open. Also a delay from the 427 to Weston in the Express. And then both the Express collectors busy from about Keele to the Allen. You'll find as you travel westbound on the 401 a delay still from about Leslie in the collectors, 404 in the Express to Yonge Street. Had some earlier problems at the Allen that have cleared, so just waiting for that volume to ease off. We do still have problems as you travel southbound on the 400. New problems, in fact. South of King Road, the two left lanes are blocked with a collision. Emergency crews have just arrived on the scene here. There is a minor backup on the approach to this that is starting to build, though. It's busy now from King Road to south of it where this problem is. And as you travel along the Fort Erie-bound QEW, again, consider this problem that is in the Grimsby area if you're on your way to the hockey game at Buffalo. We've got from Christie Street to Bartlett, two right lanes blocked. Only the left lane is open. Vehicle fire cleanup still on the go. It's very heavy from approaching 50 Road. And all of the alternate routes off of the Fort Erie-bound QEW are busy as well. So you'll, again, certainly have to factor that into your drive if you're heading towards Buffalo. The Boxing Week sale continues at Leon. Save $1,000 on a 75-inch Samsung 4K TV, now only $19.99. Plus, get special prices on all major appliances. Visit Leon's or leons.ca for details. And with the forecast, meteorologist Farah Delasig.
Bitterly cold with periods of snow for today. We're seeing a guaranteed high of -8. That's slightly warmer compared to the past few days, but it is short-lived. We will become very cold by New Year's Eve. In the meantime, watch for light snow today, less than 5 centimeters generally for the GTA, while areas seeing snow squalls may pick up locally heavier amounts of snow. Our guaranteed high again, -8. In the wind, it'll feel like -15. Tonight, some scattered flurries, a low near -13. Tomorrow, we'll see some blowing snow with a gusty west wind, a high near -7, a low near -21. New Year's Eve, Sunday, frigid weather, a mix of sun and clouds, and a high near -15. Today, periods of light snow, and the guaranteed high, -8.
-10 degrees feels -16 with some light snow in downtown Toronto. 6:80 News Time, 12:43. Time for the TV Market Minute. Let's go live to the Business Center. Good afternoon, Chris McCusker.
Good afternoon, Jack. We've got, let's say, a mixed picture on North American markets. My board is sort of lit up like a Christmas tree, a bit of red, a bit of green. Let's start with the red. The TSX pulling back from a record. It's down 45 points right now, 16,176. The Dow is off 17, 24,820. It also closed at a record yesterday. The S&P down 2 to 2,684. And the Nasdaq off by 11 to 6,938. Now the green on the screen, commodities. We've got gold higher by $10, 13.07. Oil up by 55 cents, $60.39 a barrel. And the Canadian dollar is higher by a third of a cent, 79.88 cents U.S. I'm Chris McCusker, and that's your Market Minute on 680 News.
Banking and investing in one app. Get real-time price alerts and make stock trades on the go with the TD app.
It all starts with a simple question at work. What can we all do to save more energy? Then everyone starts thinking about conserving energy at work, just like they do at home. Not only does it brighten the mood, you'll see cost savings that have a direct impact on your bottom line. Small changes lead to big things. When you save energy, you power what's next. Find out more about incentives for your business by contacting your local hydro company. Visit saveonenergy.ca. Powered by the IESO and offered by your local hydro company.
Hi there. Oh, hello. You interested in one of our cars? Yes, this one. Listen, what's the actual price? Sorry? Well, I saw the advertised price, but you know, there's always a bunch of hidden fees. Not here. Oh, no. Not at any dealer. Right. Nothing. Nope. Of course there is the... yeah, of course. Yeah, here it comes. The complimentary ice scraper. Complimentary ice scraper. And this is for... scraping ice? Okay. Ontario made all-in-price advertising the law. No more hidden fees. A consumer protection message from OMVIC, Ontario's vehicle sales regulator. This is All News Radio. We have some light snow, -10 degrees in downtown Toronto, feeling -16 in the wind. Good afternoon from the 680 News Broadcast Center. I'm Jack Rowe. Here are the top stories this hour. The deep freeze continues through New Year's, but it's not going to affect the festivities at Nathan Phillips Square, though it has reshaped the event planned for Parliament Hill. Either way, whichever you might be planning to attend, make sure you dress in plenty of layers and make sure you allow yourself time for breaks in a warm, sheltered spot.
3.5-year-old boy playing with the burners on his mother's stove started a fire in the Bronx that killed 12 people. Time now for 680 Sports. From Sportsnet 590 The Fan, here's Ben Lewis.
Thank you, Jack. The Maple Leafs will look for a third win in their last 4 tonight as they visit the Avalanche from the Pepsi Center. Patrick Marleau had 3 points for Toronto last night, and the Leafs are now 11-1 on the season when the veteran scores. Former half-net miner Calvin Pickard was recalled by the Marlies today as Curtis McElhaney is dealing with a lower body injury. We'll see if Pickard gets the start. Puck drop is at 9 on Sportsnet Ontario. It's the first outdoor game in World Junior Tournament history. Team Canada getting set for the United States from New Era Field in Buffalo. Carter Hart will get the nod in net, and over 40,000 fans are expected to pack in on a frigid day. Puck drop is at 3. Happening now, Russia leading Belarus 2-0. The Raptors return home to the ACC as they host the 9-25 Hawks. Toronto's dropped 2 in a row, but Michael Lee of Yahoo Sports says their up-tempo offense has found success.
You're talking about a team that, was, I think, in the bottom 10th of, ball movement and, assists, and now all of a sudden they're in top 5 or top 10. I mean, that's huge. I mean, that's a solid commitment.
The Raps are 12-1 at home this season. Listen live on Sportsnet 590 The Fan at 7:30. Pre-games at 7. And the Rockies have doled out a 3-year, $52 million deal to reliever Wade Davis. Davis struck out over 12 batters per 9 in 58 innings with the Cubs last season. He also won a World Series with the Royals in 2015. Sports at 15:45. Fast every hour. Anytime. Sportsnet.ca/590.
1877 Cars for Kids. K-A-R-S Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your cars today.
Donate online at carsforkids.ca. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll benefit a child and get a maximum tax credit.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate. Hurry! It's your last chance to donate for 2017. Rogers makes the holidays easier with incredible offers. This season, enjoy all your photos in dazzling display on extraordinary iPhone 8 for $0 on select 2-year Share Everything or Share Everything for Business plans. Just one of the great deals at the Wrapped in Red event, only at Rogers. Hurry into a Rogers store today or call 1-888-ROGERS-1.
City News Time 12:49. The new year starts with a major boost in health coverage for children and young adults across the province. Starting Monday, those aged 24 and younger will be able to get prescription meds for free. Health Minister, that is Dr. Eric Hopkins, says coverage will be in effect for 4 million people, regardless of family income. They're going to be able to go either themselves, if they're adults, or with their parents on their behalf, to any pharmacy in Ontario with a prescription from their healthcare providers and be able to get those medications free of charge. Hopkins says more than 4,000 medications listed in the Ontario Drug Benefit Program are covered, everything from EpiPens and asthma meds to antibiotics. And enjoying ice cream without the guilt may be on the horizon. A scientist from the University of Copenhagen is working on a method to alter the conventional structure of ice cream using unsaturated fat oil droplets. Scientist says along with health benefits, there will be environmental advantages to this new way of making ice cream because any oil could be used aside from palm oil, which most ice creams already contain. Ice cream in its current form is high in saturated fat, which is linked to higher cholesterol, heart disease, and stroke. 680 News Time 12:50.
Sunwing's massive Boxing Week sale. This week only, save up to 50% on vacation packages, plus take advantage of 24-hour bonus deals every day. Experience award-winning service every step of the way, and choose from the largest selection of top-rated all-inclusive resorts. Get on board with the #1 to the sun and book today with your travel agent or
What's more fun than dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh? Try 153 horsepower driving through the streets in a Chevrolet Cruze. Right now, at Chevrolet's holiday event, you can get up to $2,750 in total value on the 2018 Cruze Sedan LT when you apply for a GM card. Play-Doh not included. Offer ends January 2nd. Visit OntarioChevroletDealers.ca for details.
680 news time 12:51. Traffic and weather together on the ones. Keeping an eye on your drive. Here's Kyle Hawkins.
And this report brought to you by VIX. Traveling southbound on the 400, still have these problems south of King Road. The two left lanes are blocked for the collision. Emergency crews on scene there. It's busy from approaching King Road now, and the delay looks fairly heavy as you travel southbound. You may want to consider an alternate, perhaps getting off at King Road and using west as you get south. You can then rejoin the southbound 400 in Teston. If you're traveling elsewhere on the major routes, pretty well trouble-free, but we are dealing with the weather that is causing a couple of headaches. It's reducing visibility, also causing for slippery conditions, so you'll have to use extra caution on your drive. 401 heading eastbound is busy from Winston Churchill to Mavis. From the 427 to Weston in the Express, a delay east of the 400 in the Collectors to Kiel, and it's now busy from Bayview to Leslie in the Express and Collectors. Westbound 401 seeing a delay from Kennedy in the Collectors to about Warden, and then you'll also find it busy from the 404 Express Collectors to Young. Earlier problems through that stretch have cleared. A minor delay as well heading through Dixon, and then it looks pretty good into the Mississauga area. You'll deal with problems if you're traveling outside of the GTA on the QEW. First off, the westbound QEW busy Fort Drive to Trafalgar, and then from Third Line to the Burlington Skyway. The big problems are Port Erie bound on the QEW between Christie and Bartlett in the Grimsby area. Just the left lane open for vehicle fire cleanup, so you'll find it quite slow. It's busy from well before 50 Road now on the approach to that lane restriction with the vehicle fire cleanup, and pretty well all of the alternates are busy. So certainly factor this into your drive. If you're on your way towards Buffalo for the hockey game, it is going to delay you quite a bit just traveling through Grimsby on the QEW. Commuting with a cold, try Vicks Dayquil Cold and Flu, the non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, pain, stuffy head, no sick days medicine. To ensure this product is right for you, always read and follow the label. And with the forecast, meteorologist Farah Dallas saying,
The deep freeze continues. Toronto and the GTA. Periods of light snow on tap this afternoon, generally less than 5 centimeters. We may see locally heavier amounts and snow squalls. Wind out of the northeast that starts then becoming southeasterly into the evening. The guaranteed high, -8. That's still below seasonal, but slightly warmer compared to the past few days. Tonight, some scattered flurries, a low near -13. Tomorrow, a few morning flurries and blowing snow with a gusty west wind, becoming mostly cloudy for the afternoon and becoming bitterly cold into the evening. Tomorrow's high, -7. The overnight low Saturday, near -21. New Year's Eve partygoers, dress for Arctic weather. Sunday's high, -15. In the wind, it'll feel like the mid-20s. Overnight may feel like -30. We'll see sunshine Sunday and Monday, but bitterly cold temperatures in store with daytime highs in the mid-teens. Today, periods of light snow and the guaranteed high, -8.
Light snow -10, feeling -16 in downtown Toronto.
Hey everyone, Sam from Best Brand Appliance. I have the pleasure and honor today to talk about Gagano, the most stunning luxury brand of the world. Glass door ovens, really a look like no other. It's modern, it's sleek. I don't have enough time to describe all the actions. I have 20 seconds, but if you want to see what the Hollywood stars are putting in their homes, come to either of our showrooms. We're now open in Toronto at Leslie and York Mills, and we have our flagship in Vaughan at 427 on Highway 7. If you're thinking premium appliances, if you're thinking Gagano, think Best Brand Appliance.ca.
Coming up at 1 o'clock, it's going to be a typical Canadian New Year's. Bone-chilling temperatures and snow. Nathan Phillips Square festivities are going ahead as planned, despite the continued harsh temperatures expected as the year ends. Just make sure exposed skin is covered and you've got plenty of layers on.
Traffic and weather together.
So important in your day-to-day that we build our entire radio station around them every 10 minutes on 680 News.
And in 60 seconds, your business report.
if you gave your kid a sweater this Christmas, it probably sounded like this.
Oh, wow. Thanks?
If you gave them a new Nintendo 2DS XL system, it would have sounded like this.
Oh, yeah, you're the best!
Get your kids what they want with a new Nintendo 2DS XL system from ED Games. We'll even give you a $20 eCash card. How's that sound? Offer on now while supplies last. See ED Games for complete details. Games and systems sold separately. New Nintendo 2DS XL plays all Nintendo 3DS games in 2D only.
Canadians don't hide from snow. We ski on it. We don't avoid ice. We skate on it. And thanks to BMW xDrive, we don't fear winter driving. We own it. With superior traction, you can power through winter effortlessly. The BMW Holiday Celebration event is on. Lease any 2017 BMW 5 Series or 2018 BMW 3 or 4 Series from 1.9% APR for 48 months. Plus, enjoy holiday bonus credits up to $3,500. Offer ends January 2nd. Hurry into a BMW retailer this holiday season.
680 News Time, 12:56. Time now for the business report brought to you by Manulife Bank. Here is Chris McCusker.
Well, Dak, it looks like markets will be closing out the year on a down note. Degree of exhaustion likely setting in. The Dow is pulling back from a record, so it's off by 24,812. The S&P is down a point, 2,685. And the Nasdaq off by 16 to 6,933. Financial stocks taking a hit in the U.S. today, and here's why. Goldman Sachs says U.S. President Donald Trump's sweeping tax changes will cut about $5 billion off its next set of results. This is essentially the cost of moving cash back to the U.S. Now, Yaman Onaran with Bloomberg says the rules could still be adjusted.
The Treasury has some leeway in the law. Every couple of paragraphs it says the Treasury can further write the rules explaining and detailing how these will be implemented. So they could write a rule saying what this really means in the law is that it's net movement and not gross, everything going out. If you have money coming into the country from overseas affiliates, then you would net it. Or Congress could pass a corrections law that they do once in a while after major legislation making small technical changes.
So U.S. banks are hoping to benefit in the long term from this tax bill, but for today, Goldman Sachs says the fourth quarter will take a hit. So shares in Goldman Sachs down by 77 cents right now, 255.73 a share. We have the TSX pulling back from a record as well, down 36, 16,185. Just one sector is moving higher right now. That is the gold stock. Gold itself is up for a seventh day. Decent advance of $10 right now, $13.07. Well, we've got oil sitting above $60 a barrel, higher by 57 cents right now, $60.41. And the Canadian dollar is up by a quarter of a cent, 79.80 cents U.S. We are also going to check the yield on the 10-year bond. Okay, not a ton of movement here. So in Canada right now, up by 1 basis point, 2.03%. In the U.S., down by 2 basis points to 2.4%. So again, the TSX pulling back from a record, off by 34 points, 16,187. The Dow is down 22, 24,815. I'm Chris McCusker. This is 680 News.
This is a great New Year's Eve party. We should get everything. We got it all at Party City. The 2018 glasses. Yup. The balloons. That's right. The party kit. The champagne flute. Yup. The top hat. Ready up. The mini top hat. And 4. The banner. The photo prop. Affirmative. The confetti cannon. Sure it is. Wow.
Get everything for New Year's Eve at Party City, including party kits starting as low as $1 per person. Party City. Oh, it's on.
Over 30 Party City Ontario locations, including Milton. Visit partycity.ca.
For discovering places we know little about and seeing faces we can't live without. For better jobs, bigger dreams, dinner parties in and date nights out. For you, for me, for all of us, for a greater region.
See how Metrolinx is making our region greater by building a transit system that takes us farther, faster, and brings us closer than ever before. Visit Metrolinx.com, an agency of the Government of Ontario.
Now, 680 News regional weather conditions for TD. Banking and investing in one app. Get real-time price alerts and make stock trades on the go with the TD app. In Mississauga, minus 12 degrees. They've got some light snow there. It's overcast, minus 10 in Oakville, minus 12 and partly cloudy in Ajax. This is CFTR 680 News, part of the free Radio Player Canada app. 680 News time, 1 o'clock.
Number one for breaking news, traffic, and weather. This is 680 News, Toronto.
December 29th. Good afternoon. I'm Sarah Parrott.
Good afternoon. I'm Jack Rose. Light snow, minus 10 degrees, feeling minus 16 in downtown Toronto. Here's what's making news this hour.
With Arctic-like conditions expected on New Year's Eve, is the city going ahead with the party at Nathan Phillips Square? We're working on that. As of right now, it's still happening.
We have more than 2 million tourists that visit us on an annual basis. Officials at Yorkdale Shopping Centre say they have an issue with not being allowed to be open on statutory holidays like New Year's Day. James Porcillo will stay in jail for the rest of the holidays. The Toronto constable found guilty of second-degree murder returns to court January 12th to face new charges. Investigators pinpoint the cause of last night's deadly Bronx fire. We'll have the latest coming up.
Police visit the Avalanche from Colorado. Tonight, Team Canada getting set for the U.S. and the World Juniors outdoors, and the Raptors welcome Atlanta. Sports at 15.
The Dow and the TSX pull back from records. Canopy growth and a free egg hit new highs and then sink like a stone, while oil is sitting above $60 a barrel. Business at 26.
680 News Time 101.
Time for traffic and weather together on the one. Here's Kyle Hawking.
This report brought to you by Transat. You'll find some delays on our major routes, so for the most part, it's just volume being compounded with the weather, with the snow falling, a little bit of reduced visibility and slippery conditions. We do have a couple of problems, though. Southbound on the 400, south of King Road, 2 left lanes remain blocked with this collision. We do have emergency crews there, but it's quite slow from approaching King Road, so you'll probably want to consider an alternate. Weston Road at this time looks pretty good. You'll find things filling in, though, on James Street as you head trying to get around this problem. So Western Road's probably the better alternate. Also seeing a bit of a northbound 400 delay as you approach King Road, with motorists slowing to have a look at the southbound problems. As you travel across the city on the eastbound 401, still busy from Winston Churchill to Mavis, from the 427 to Weston Express, and from east to the 400 collectors to Keele. You'll also find a delay, a minor delay now, from Bayview to Leslie, Express and collectors. The westbound 401 doing not too badly, busy through Kennedy and the collectors, and a delay as well from the 404 and the express collectors to Yonge. If you're traveling along the eastbound Gardner heading into downtown, it's busy approaching the Humber Bridge to the Jarvis ramp. Northbound Don Valley Parkway, busy Don Mills to York Mills. Southbound 404 Don Valley, busy in the Shepherd collectors to the 401 ramps, and the Shepherd Express onto the Don Valley to south of Lawrence. And the westbound Gardner is busy from Spadina to Parkside, from the Humber Bridge to west of Parklawn. Westbound QEW is slow off and on now from Winston Churchill to the Burlington Skyway, and the 40 eastbound QEW still have these major problems from Christie to Bartlett in the Grimsby area. Only the left lane is open for vehicle fire cleanup, and it is slow from well before 50 Road. You'll also find most of the alternates jammed as well, as at one point that was a full closure. Transat's Boxing Week sale is on now till January 3rd. Enjoy incredible deals on sun packages to Mexico, Cuba, and more. Visit Transat.com. Transat Vacation is calling. And with the forecast, meteorologist Faradella Singh.
It's cold and snowy for some, continuing to see periods of light snow into the afternoon. Generally less than 5 centimeters expected for the GTA, but areas that see snow squalls may see locally heavier amounts of snow. Our guaranteed high -8. Tonight, scattered flurries, a low near -13. Tomorrow, a few morning flurries, then becoming cloudy for the afternoon, but a gusty west wind may mean some blowing snow. A high near -7 tomorrow, overnight low, bitterly cold, a low of -21. Today we'll see periods of snow for the afternoon, and the guaranteed high -8.
-10 degrees in downtown Toronto, feeling -16 in the wind. We have some light snow. 680 News Time 104.
It's another frosty day outside, and that deep freeze will continue straight through to the countdown on New Year's Eve. That has officials in Ottawa making some changes to the big party plans for Parliament Hill.
So what about here in Toronto? 680's Moment Koreshi speaking to officials of the city and joins us as what you need to know. Moment.
Jack, you can use whatever word you want. Cold, freezing, deep chill, bone chilling, whatever you like. When 2018 arrives, 680 meteorologist Faradella Singh says you're going to be outside, you're going to feel it.
New Year's Eve partygoers, dress for Arctic weather. Sunday's high, -15 in the wind. It'll feel like the mid-20s. Overnight may feel like -30.
Now, these conditions have already caused the party in Ottawa to be changed somewhat. Meantime, Robert Kerr with the City of Toronto says, as of right now, the annual back at Amberville Square still happening.
It is winter, and as you say, it is a little colder than usual, so definitely, wear layers, cover, exposed skin, make sure you got good, gloves and mittens on, and scarves or other, covering for your face. And, take some breaks. Find some places to go indoors for some breaks while you're down here as well.
So Kerr says they are monitoring the situation and will give us any updates over the next couple of days. So whether there will be any changes. Reporting live, I'm Moment Koreshi.
680 News Time 105. When it comes to statutory holidays like New Year's Day, Yorkdale Shopping Center has to remain closed. The shopping malls like Eaton Center are allowed to do business. As 680's Phil Martino tells us, Yorkdale's GM says that needs to change. She joins us live with more. Phil.
Sarah, if you're looking for something to do on New Year's Day, you could head to the Eaton Center to do some shopping. Claire Santa Maria, Yorkdale's GM, says you should be able to do that at Yorkdale, too. She tells me it's Canada's most profitable shopping center. We have more than 2 million tourists that visit us on an annual basis.
That's more than some of the attractions down in the downtown core. We have 18 million visitors a year. But here's the problem. Toronto's holiday shopping bylaw states that most retail stores, including grocery stores, close on public holidays. There are some exceptions to the bylaw, including restaurants and places that sell prepared food. Other exceptions include businesses less than 2,400 square feet or located within some tourist areas.